Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Click the bell icon at the top of the page to get notified when I post a new video. Please give this video a thumbs up. Universal Channeling. Channeling the Conscious Universe. Revocation, Sexualness Treatment. Monday, November 23, 2020 at 11:51 a.m. I, in this ever-present moment of now, choose to engage my hindsight and foresight for the expressed purpose of sending a treatment to myself to heal, and to awaken my authentic expression of sacred sexualness as my birthright and legacy, as part of my great dreamtime awakening and raising myself to levels of higher consciousness beyond my mind, my controls, my judgments. I am ready to accept the responsibility that I can heal myself, my communion with my sexualness in past, present, and future, any trauma, any situation, any frequency. I commit to be sexually present, sexually expansive, to heal, nurture, play, create with, and through my physical body, my DNA instrument. As this signature frequency of the now, I choose to acknowledge that there are programs inside me that will try to take me and my body off that journey. I now project to myself in the future, the turning off of the sympathetic and parasympathetic programs of self-defeat, self-deprivation, and all the other self-defeating habit patterns that take us away from having that greater experience. As I have been acutely aware of my ancestors, parents, and other people's sexual insanities, I now practice opening my chakras beyond their parameters of sexual insanity and not entangle with them empathetically without contracting, closing and hiding, but rather, perceiving the sexual insanity and expanding and opening beyond it. What energy, space, and consciousness can I, and my body be to receive sexually beyond all of the limitations of this global narrative that I have made my own, all of my controls, all of my insanities, and beyond this reality with total ease? And everything that does not allow me to perceive, know, be, and receive what that is, I now destroy, and uncreate all of it and dissipate and release it from my body, my frequency. Universe, show me what would it take to have total sacred sexual peace, and what would it take to have my sacred sexual reality. Everywhere that I have been punished, crucified, cauterized, judged, tortured, condemned, sexually stimulated away from the joy of bodies, I now revoke, recant, rescind, renounce, denounce, destroy, and uncreate all of this from all those lifetimes and dissipate and release everything that has ever been done to my body to kill, to hurt, to harm, to judge, to shut down, to make sick the sexual kindness of bodies. Dissipate and release all of the light versions of myself in this and other lifetimes, dimensions, time streams and galaxies that are telling me that I am sexually insane, that I am sexually crazy, that are designed to keep me away from the joy of sexualness with bodies, as well as all the judgments of me that invite entities. I now all revoke, recant, rescind, renounce, denounce, destroy and uncreate all your commitments, oaths, vows, fealties, committees, swearings, vying, and binding contracts to any and all of them throughout all lifetimes, dimensions, and realities. All of the sexual judgments and sexual difficulties that my body is aware of in other people's bodies and universes that I am not acknowledging as my body's awareness, I now begin to dissipate, release, and destroy, and uncreate this. Please, all of this now? I am asking for the joy of having a body that will deliver me the pleasures, the ecstasy, the intensity, the sacred recreation of everything the body has to offer, as well as the communion and union with my dragon teachers to reach those higher levels of consciousness. Everywhere, I have only scratched the surface of what my body has to offer. For whatever reason, I now destroy and uncreate it. Please? All of the sexual consciousness that my body is capable of facilitating, I am now willing to allow it to do so. I listen to my body, communicate with my body, and not control my body out of awareness or control my body into a reality that I've just decided is relevant or important. All of the sexual potencies, sexual powers, sexual abilities that I have disavowed so they couldn't be used against me and they couldn't be used against others, I now revoke, recant, rescind, renounce, denounce, destroy and uncreate. I destroy and uncreate all distractor implants such as blame, shame, and guilt, and all charge and polarity with regards to pornography, sex, sexuality, sexualness, sensuality and copulation. Everything that doesn't allow me to perceive, know, be, and receive my ability to transform all energies, through open sexual possibilities, I destroy and uncreate. Everywhere I was sexually present in the past, sexually potent, and sexually creative and were judged dynamically for it, I now revoke, recant, rescind, renounce, denounce, destroy and uncreate all of that now. All the sexual energies that I eliminate to feel more human, more like my parents, to fit in, to not stand out, to not make others uncomfortable, to not be too powerful, to not be uncomfortable, to never step into the true leadership that I have come here for, I now transmute, transform, transcend into joy, bliss, choice, creation, expansion, possibilities, and contribution. What energy, space, and consciousness can I and my body be to give and receive sexually with total ease, joy and glory? What energy, space, and consciousness can I and my body be to choose sacred sexualness to transform my body, my life, my world? I now focus onto my spirit eye, between the eyebrows, and allow my left and my right brain to come into harmony and form synaptic connections and create a superhighway from the brain to the heart. Dropping the brain into the throat, switching off the medulla oblongata, at the back of the neck, and allowing the brain to sink down into the heart, down into the tailbone, exploding the photonic light energy in the heart to radiate out 1,000,000 miles up and down the spine, right and left, back and front, connecting to the central sun and all the way down into the earth, grounding the totality of my I am self, into this physical body. I see my crown chakra, my third eye, all of my energy centers, bringing in that potentiality of the past being, in a sacred moment, knowing full well that the future me is going to be going through even more sacred moments. I am allowing all multiple versions of myself in the past, present, and future to enforce my rules, borders, procedures on sacred neutral sexualness, fortifying my sacred sexual reality to remain aware and sovereign to what wants to get in and out of my frequency, internally and externally. The more that I begin to practice this skill of sending a treatment to my future selves, more of my versions of myself are aligning to this process. This will raise my frequency thousandfold. No longer but a handful of moments will raise. I have at any moment a conscious awareness to accept this sacred sexual energy into me. I now fully accept this energy as part of my past, present, and future self, of simultaneously existing, who has this intention of using this sacred sexual energy to raise my consciousness, my vibration, my frequency, so my great work has a great impact on my and other lives in this collective consciousness. Take a deep breath, even deeper, and say I now accept that energy into the very structure of the cranial sacral pulse, all of my chakras, my very bone marrow and blood. I am a past, present, future being, simultaneously existing. And so it is. Aho. Martina Grubmuller. Andrew Bartzis. Website, andrewbartzis.com.